Up next, we have Juve versus PSV. Juve has definitely looked a lot better, especially in Serie A with the addition of Kolo Muani, who is now eligible for Champions League. Muani's been on an absolute tear in Serie A. Juve at home is definitely gonna be tough, but I think PSV can get a goal here. I'm looking at both teams to score minus 115. I definitely am not super thrilled. Like, I'm not happy Ricardo Pepe's hurt. Obviously, that's my guy, U.S. men's national team, everything like that. Plus, I just think he's a stud. But, Luke de Jong, Mr. European Knight, isn't a terrible replacement for him. I know he's been playing pretty ass recently, and I'm sure Leg will lay into him a little bit more for that. But I definitely think that PSV can get one at home or on the road here in Juventus. I think Juventus are going to need 2 to win this game. And I think they're going to push for 2 because you got to win your home games in Champions League to advance in a 2-leg draw where you have to go to the Netherlands and that stadium's going to be rocking. You want to win this one at home. I don't know if I'm going to get involved with Juventus on the money line at minus 110. I would prefer, if I get involved with them, to take the team total over 1.5 at plus 100. But I think the over 2.5 is very live in this game at plus 105. But it is Juventus. If they are rock solid defensively, I could see them looking to grind out a 1-0 win. But again, this one's a little tough. Juve is very low volume when it comes to shots. When they do shoot it, they tend to put them on target and be pretty clinical with them, or completely fucking miss the net and they just only put up like 6 shots and will score a goal. But yeah, I think Juve is going to need 2 here. I think they're going to push for 2 here. So I like the both teams to score at minus 115. I like the over 2.5 at plus 105. And I do lean on Juve team total over 1.5 plus 100.
I'll agree with just about everything you said. Kolo Muani, I think, has something like 5 goals in the 3 games that he's played with Juventus. So if you're hanging plus 200 on him, you got to take it. Ride the hot hand there. Have to imagine he's starting in this one. Both teams to score. I'm with you. That's a silly number for a PSV team that pretty much could score at will and gives up just about as many goals as they score. So I think they're going to need at least 1 to head back to the Netherlands to have a shot to advance out of this. So I think the logic is right there. Even like for them to score a goal on their own is a nice little parlay piece. If you want to throw that in with something else, sitting at minus 180, minus 190. Not too bad. And I'd be silly to not mention the draw. Juve, I believe, has something like 13 draws out of 21 games domestically. I think they had 3 or 4 draws in the group stage of Champions League. Plus 250 is a pretty solid number for, like you said, like a team that doesn't put a whole ton of balls on net. Get a goal, and I'm not going to say they're going to sit back, but the defense has been leaky. So it will take 2. Could PSV score 2 themselves? Sure. So I could see a 1-1 or a 2-2. Plus 250, not a bad number at all. Juve money line, my least favorite of anything you said. So, I mean, I'm agreeing with you. You didn't say it, but agreeing with the reasoning.
Yeah.
I'm on the complete other side. I like PSV on the double chance.
Okay.
I'm looking at a Juventus backline without Kalulu, so I'm assuming the young Portuguese kid that they have on loan from Chelsea is going to be playing with Gatti. And I have 2 names written down right now, and it's Noah Lang and Bakayoko. And I think they have absolutely no real answers to stop either of them. So if Luke de Jong wants to find his shooting boots, me and Oaks talked about a little bit before the show, he does like a European night. If he wants to be that guy again and start finishing his chances instead of just being a penalty kick merchant and being essentially a washed-up Immobile in the Dutch league, feel free. Because Ricardo Pepe isn't here to save us. I do love Till in the middle. I'm hoping Malik Tillman is getting his fitness back. It said he's supposed to be back available around now. I'm hoping he's training in because I'd love to see him get involved in this as well, because I just think Juve's back line is abysmal, especially with no Cambiaso back there, no Kalulu back there. Gatti's gone back to being like a plumber again, which I don't know why Juventus fans are super surprised about that one. You guys kind of got a diamond in the rough for a few matches there. but Timmy Weah still isn't a right back.
No.
I'm just looking forward to Juventus actually being able to stop this attack from PSV. And the only thing that really surprised me from what Oak said was Juve over 1.5. Now, I have Muani goal. I'm with you. I was like plus 235. Muani goal.
All day.
Here, who the fuck else is scoring?
No
Because
one.
usually I tell you Yildiz, but he's on what, like a 10 goalless streak.
At least, yeah.
Ito, I don't even know if he's actually going to start. I'd be surprised not to see Nico Gonzalez in that position. And now all of a sudden, Weston McKennie went from left back to the 8 to the 10. Now, I love watching Weston move up the field, but maybe he gets a header in, and that's how we get the 2 Juve goals. But I'm excited to see what Juve is actually going to do rather than our predicted lineup we're working with here.
Yeah. No, you made a lot of good points. Like, hard to argue with anything you said. I have to imagine he slots back next to Thuram. That has to kind of be it. I don't really know. I'd be shocked if Luis got to start too because he hasn't played ever.
Yeah.
But Coop Miners has been asked, so it's possible.
That's why I like Weston McKennie getting up there and then like shit. Let's get some goals. I just find it hard to believe he's actually going to be. He was playing left back like 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
Yeah, he played forward this weekend though, in a similar lineup. I'm with you guys. Like Muani for a goal is definitely something I gotta take. Plus 240 over on Bet Rivers. If McKinney is playing this kind of 10 role here, or even if he's playing the 8, I'm gonna sprinkle on his assist at plus 390, just because he does have a pretty good connection. And can find people in space. He is a dangerous guy off of set pieces as well. But yeah, for the PSV side, I'm right there with Leg. You guys know I like Bakayoko. I bet him over the weekend to score. He didn't, and Noah Lang got in the back of the net. Both Bakayoko and Lang's to score assist is plus 200 over on FanDuel, and Bakayoko is plus 280, and Bakayoko is perfectly capable of assisting as well as shooting. I like both of those guys for 2 shots plus a shot on target.
Who takes their corners?
I
want to say that they either swap or Veerman's taking it, but I forget how tall Veerman is.
Yeah, and obviously this isn't the ideal lineup without Tillmans in there, or what's his name, the other US guy, but yeah, Till in the middle to score assist at plus 310 is another look.
Yeah.
Obviously don't take all 3 because I don't think PSV's
He's
scoring.
also plus 150 to get a shot on target.
Yeah.
Dude, Bakayoko shot on target plus 105 FanDuel, disrespectful ass number. Yildiz for a shot on target plus 105 over on Bet Rivers. Luke De Jong for a shot on target is plus 108 over on Bet Rivers, and Till for a shot on target is plus 110 on DK and plus 133 on Bet Rivers. So I think there's a lot of value here, especially I think PSV is going to shoot a lot, and they're going to put balls on target. Whether or not they're able to convert them into goals is going to be my big question. So I like shots out of PSV here. I like shots on target stuff. I think the volume is going to be a lot lower from Juventus because they do tend to be more clinical. And they'll keep the ball in the final third and just move it around a lot and sometimes come away with possessions with absolutely nothing, which is why I frequently am screaming at my TV when I'm watching Juve games.
I also think there's going to be a set piece goal. I don't know what it is. I think it's because everybody on PSV's attack is gigantic. Like they're all 6'1" except for Lang and Bakayoko.
Yep.
And then on the flip side, I'm looking at Thuram, Gatti, Weston McKennie. Somebody's going to get a Morata-esque goal where their eyes are probably closed as the ball hits the back of their head.
Highest scoring half, second half, even money. Game like this, I think, is solid.
I can see that. Yeah, if I wanted to take a flyer on something, maybe PSV to score first. Come out on the road. You know you have a good offense. Stand on the throttle. Try and get the first goal and make Juve uncomfortable. Let me see what that is really quick. All right, PSV to score first plus 160 over on FanDuel. Not a bad little number there. What were your headed shots on target flyers?
Well, I'm looking at like De Jong is an easy one. He's one of the main targets. He's their number 9. Veerman and Shelton are just both gigantic. They're 6'1". They just look like giant, like Holland-esque type players when they go up for headers. Same with Till. He's also 6'1". They're also just gigantic. Now, do they hit the frame and score? I don't know, but I think it will hit them in the head.
I like it. Any final thoughts from you, Nick?
No, I think we covered it.
All right, guys. Appreciate you as always for tuning in. Make sure to follow me on social media at Burrow77, Twitter, X, Instagram, at Nick Dianni, at Young Leg. All those links are below in the description as well. And we will see you back here to talk some more Champions League shortly. We outside!